Welcome back to Origami Snowman. My name's Matt. Today, this is a big one. A big one, you guys. It's not that big. It's really not. Nobody cares. This is the first ever. This is the 5 Up, 5 Down Greatest Hits Volume 1. If you don't know what 5 Up, 5 Down is, let me give you a quick explanation. Some random child hands me a list of 10 songs by some artist and or band that they think is important. And I listen to them and I come up with all sorts of reasons why they're garbage. That's usually how it goes. That's not really how it's supposed to go, but because I'm a grumpy old man, if it's not the Cars or Bob Seger or the Ramones, then I hate it. You know how grumpy old men are. Anyway, so what I do is I pick the 5 that I think are the best and the 5 that I think are less than better than those. Those words all made sense together. So I've done this with 10 different musical artists. And so I thought now what I would do is I would take the best songs from each of those 10 groups or musicians or whatever, and I would pit them all against each other. Oh, what an adventure, right? Who would have thought that we would be here? Not I, for one. Hang on, uno segundo, por favor. Up on the thing and down in the thing. Let's do it. There we go. Okay. So here we are. Just a refresher. I'm sure you guys have all watched these videos 800 times a piece. But because sometimes life is crazy and we can't be expected to remember everything, I will fill you in. These are the 10 musical artists and or groups or bands or whomevers that I was asked to review. Taylor Swift. You may have heard of her. I think she did a Target commercial once. I don't know. Maybe, you may have heard of her. Mitski. The White Stripes. Hozier, Jhariah, Hatsune Miku, Suicide Boys, Lemon Demon, Benson Boone, and Cavetown. So some of these I liked more than others. I won't spoil anything, but I did go back through and I picked what I thought were the best songs of each of these bands, and I listened to, enough to remember and to kind of take a second run at some of them. I thought it was important that I give them each a fair shake. So I'm gonna go back through and I'm gonna read off the title of the song. Whatever. Okay, the Taylor Swift, the song that I thought was without question the best that Cheeto had given me for this list was "The One." It was, I just liked it. Okay, so here are the notes that I wrote. And these are notes from today, just a moment ago. I wrote, smooth. Anyone could sing along with this comfortably. And I really did feel like that. I felt like this is that song that, like, it may not jump out at you as, like, oh, this is such a great song. But this will be the song that when you're driving down the road, you and your friends will all start singing along with. And you'll realize that you can match the range. It's not a crazy, like, it's not Mariah Carey hitting the high notes. It's just like a casual, fun sing-along in the car song. It's not trying too hard. It's just repetitive enough. I really like that song. I think it's very, very good. Mitski. Oh, my. Oh, there's a cactus, you guys. I haven't seen a cactus in this game in a minute. Sorry, got excited about a cactus. Mitski. I know this is her big song, but My Love, Mine, All Mine. This is just a terrific song. So okay, I'll just read my notes. Feels like walking through smoke or curtains of water in a dream. Yeah, I know I didn't do any drugs today. Or really ever in my life. I was a boring kid. This song will be a classic song for like the next 30 years at least. This song's not going anywhere. It's going to be in movies, in TV shows, in commercials. It's going to be... You're not going to be able to attend a wedding without hearing this song. Honestly, it's a terrific song. Fantastic. The next song, White Stripes, Seven Nation Army. This song is anthemic, and anemic, maybe. This is the song of a generation. You hear this song, that bass line, and you immediately are like, oh, everybody shut up. We got to listen to this song in its entirety. It's got an amazing beat. You know, everyone, you may not know the words, but you know the bass line, and everybody sings along with the bass line. It's just one of those, oops, a little itty bitty tappy tap there. Okay. It's immediately recognizable. It is like a classic rock and roll song. It's not classic rock. I'm not that old. This song came out when I was in my 20s, I think. It is genuinely timeless. 10 out of 10, 5 stars, no notes. You can't touch this song. And I don't mean MC Hammer, you can't touch this. I mean, I'm not saying it's the perfect song, but I'm saying there is literally nothing you could do to improve this song. Next song, Hozier, Angel of Small Death, and something about the codeine scene. I don't know. I just wrote Angel of Small Death. I had forgotten about this song. I'm sorry. There's been a lot of new music in my life lately. But as soon as this started playing, I was like, oh, I forgot how good this song is. It starts out very like gospel and blues and soulful. And then right away, seamlessly, it just goes right into toe tapping. Like it makes you want to dance. It's just so good. It is. I mean, it's a good. Oh my word. Hole, what do you have against that ball? Let him in. He wants to be part of your life. You guys, you have a lot in common. You play the same sports. That's really it. That's all you do. Thank you. Okay. The next song, Jhariah, Fire for Fun. I like this song a lot. I liked a lot of what Jhariah was doing. Unfortunately, it's a mood. You need to be in a particular mood for Jhariah. I'm rarely in that mood. Oh my goodness. It's excellent music. However, for me personally, and I'm the one making the list, this isn't something that I would just put on and go about my chores. You know, it's not consistent enough to maintain a particular state of mind. You see what I'm saying? All right. Okay, that's great, because if you don't see what I'm saying, I'm not going to repeat myself. Next was Hatsune Miku, Living Millennium. This song has a good beat. The music is great. The vocals, they're a little weird and staccato, but for me, they were less distracting than I would have anticipated. I would have thought this is going to get old, and I'm not going to be able to think around the lyrics. Or, well, not the lyrics so much, just the voice. But the vocals, it's more like an instrument than a voice. So it just fits in. You know, it fits in like a weird piece of furniture in a weird house. You know, it's not more or less weird. It just fits. That's a good song, you guys. The next band or group or whatever, Suicide Boys. Doesn't matter. It was all trash. I did not need to listen to any of it to know that this is a 5 down, bottom of the list. Like, I'm embarrassed that it's on the list. I don't want to talk about it anymore. They were absolutely garbage. Even for, like, trashy rap, it was bad. Like if you ever go into an abandoned house or a house that was, like, owned by a hoarder, and you're like, why? It all stinks, but this corner in particular smells worse than the other corners. That's kind of how these guys were. Okay, done. Next band, Lemon Demon. I wasn't able to choose. I really liked Cabinet Man, and I really liked My Trains. Jaws was really good, but here's the problem. It's novelty music. This isn't again, like Jhariah, this isn't something I would just listen to casually. They're really talented. These guys are really talented. I love clever lyrics. I really do. And it's easy to get enthusiastic. When you're listening to 10 songs by these guys, it's easy to point and say, this one's better than this one's blah, blah, blah. But when you compare it to other songs that are going to be part of your routine, part of your environment, then you realize, okay, they're good, but not for everyday wear. You know, these are your silly, fun, exciting shoes, but they're not the shoes that you're going to wear to work every day. Again, I love them. I just couldn't probably justify putting them above some of these other bands. The next one, Benson Boone. I wrote, whatever, 5 down. Did not like Benson Boone. It all sounded the same. It was uninspiring to me. I didn't care. Sorry, Cheeto was mad at me. I got home from work and she was sitting on the couch and she just glared. she was not happy with me. And what's new? At least now she has a reason. Okay, and the last band, Cavetown. The song I chose was Devil Town. I love this song. I like Cavetown a lot. Thank you, Olivia, for bringing them to my attention. They are just, they're a very heartfelt, very emotional, like, group. Their music is personal and it's effective in just making you feel, not alone in your loneliness, if that makes sense. Very, very talented. It makes me feel like a teenager. Like, Cavetown, it really does. It makes me feel like a teenager. Not like carefree, like tra-la-la, but like, I don't care anymore. You get to that point where you're like, look, I am hurt. I've reached my limit. And right now, all I want is to forget that consequences exist. That sort of, like letting everyone yell at you and scream at you and just letting it roll off your shoulders, because you know what? They can't abuse you any more than you've already abused yourself, and you're tired and you want to move on. And that's what this feels like. This feels like taking a break from being hurt. And there were a lot of moments as a teenager that I was like, I'm going to run off with my friends and I'm going to ignore my responsibilities because I just can't cope with them. And this is kind of how Cavetown feels to me. It's a forgotten feeling. You hit 46 years old and everything is consequences. There's nothing in your life that isn't consequences. You used to go to work because it was, like your passion, but now you go to work because if you don't, you'll lose your house. There are consequences, and that's all life becomes. But for whatever reason, Cavetown made me feel, like that mindset of we're gonna ignore the consequences and we're just gonna go be kids. I've really appreciated that. So, let's see. I've got 4 that I've chosen for my 5 up, and so then I got to decide on this 5th one. Now, Mitski, My Love, Mine All Mine, that's a 5 up. White Stripes, Seven Nation Army, definitely a 5 up. Hozier, Angel of Small Death, 5 up. You're welcome, Jaina, who will probably, she's very busy. She won't watch this. You know what? Let me go through real quick. Let me just say who gave me each of these lists. Give them some props. Hang on. So my daughter, Cheeto, not her given name, she gave me Taylor Swift. Quill, no, it wasn't Quill, it was Jamie. Jamie gave me the Mitski. That sounds like a weird thing. Jamie gave me the Mitski list. Silverblood, my other daughter, also not her Christian name, gave me White Stripes. Jaina gave me Hozier. Quill gave me Jhariah. Hatsune Miku was Shep. Thank you. uicideBoy was Jace, although I think I shamed him sufficiently and he has stopped listening to them, although I doubt it, because he's a young man and young men are stubborn and they refuse to believe that they're ever wrong. However, there will come a time in his 30s when he remembers these guys and is mortified and refuses to tell his kids what he listened to in high school. Lemon Demon, that was another Jamie. Benson Boone was Cheeto. And Cavetown, as stated, was Olivia. All right. So, like I said, hang on, I'm sorry, I'm flipping my notes and I'm moving all around and I'm just a big old hot mess today, as opposed to every other day when I've got it all together. Mitski, White Stripes, Hozier, all 5 up, and Cavetown, definitely a 5 up. That, oh yeah, Cavetown, big fan. So I've got it narrowed. I've got it whittled down to Hatsune Miku because just surprised how much I enjoyed Hatsune Miku, and Lemon Demon because, man, like lyrically, these guys are wizards. I will apologize to Quill. Jhariah, I just had a hard time with some of that, and there just wasn't enough standouts. Taylor, you already get enough attention, and honestly, The One, great song, but big. Suicide Boys, you'll never, you and Benson Boone can try to impress teenage girls together and eventually probably end up in a jail cell together. So Hatsune Miku and Lemon Demon. How do I decide? I think Hatsune Miku, culturally explosive, like, kind of changing the face of music, doing some amazing things. Lemon Demon, you guys are like the punk rock Weird Al, but here's what it comes down to. Hatsune Miku isn't the artist. Hatsune Miku is essentially a computer program. It's AI, not even AI. Someone programmed it. Someone decided what Hatsune Miku was going to sing. So, but there are many, many, many artists contributing to Hatsune Miku. Now, I very much enjoyed Hatsune Miku. I enjoyed that song Living Millennium a lot. But if we're going to address the entire catalog, I have to give it to Lemon Demon because they are Lemon Demon. They're not, a collective of artists contributing to, it's the difference between taking a Wendy's Baconator and then taking a bunch of parts of other fast food sandwiches and putting them together into like a Frankenstein burger and comparing the two and trying to decide if Wendy's is better than all the other together. Like, it doesn't, it's an unfair, I don't know what the word is. It's like an unfair competition. So I'm going to give it to Lemon Demon because they stand on their own. They're their own, collective. This is not a slight against any of the Hatsune Miku, anything, any of the contributors, any of the write, any of that. I think it's actually super cool. I love it. But let's give it to Lemon Demon because it's me. I'm making the list. I'm an old man and I know what I like. And look at that, on a hole-in-one. Yes. All right, so there we go. That is our very first 5 Up, 5 Down Greatest Hits Tournament, I think it's called. That is Volume 1. Silverblood has already given me the first artist to start Volume 2. So we're going to start on that eventually. I'm not really ready to get going on that yet. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. How badly did I screw up the list? Please tell me in the comments. Complain and whine and get angry and upset, and I will graciously hear you out before, I'll be rolling my eyes and making dumb faces the whole time. But I will read your comments, and I will comment. I comment on every comment. I comment on a comment. I do. That's what I do. I respond. That's what I meant to say. Whatever. Shut up, Matt. Okay, sorry. Love you guys to death. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. So long.